All right. Let's go through a few little things here. Pour cam, face cam, front cam, bench rig, not currently on. Okay. Murphy's Law, definitely apply it today. Let me know if sound is okay and everything's okay, because this was quite an odyssey trying to go live today. I had this camera right here. I fucking hate it. It's a piece of shit. No, it's quality wise I like it, but I'm using it for the first time today and it gave me a shit ton of trouble, and I hope it doesn't conk out. We may just lose face cam today because it's got USB-C charging and also USB-C tethering. So, and the idea would be that you can connect the USB-C to a PC, or you can connect it to mains via like a 2-pin wall plug, wall wart, whatever it's called, or you can connect it even to 12 volt via just USB-A. All of these different ways of powering it, and I think I had to go through every single way of powering it for it to actually power itself, because sorry guys, I'm gonna have to rant. I'm really sorry, but it's just like, it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. So when I originally bought this camera, it's a new camera. When I bought this camera, I what's happened to my chat? Hold on. Yay. Here we go. I tested the power delivery function because my other cameras. Let me get another camera. This has got to be illustrated. This is a trusty Panasonic GH2, and it's got no power delivery. Where its holes? I'm interested in your holes. Okay, this stream is already getting a bit out of hand. It's only got a you can't really see it, but it's only got a proprietary USB just for firmware updates and transferring pictures and videos or whatever. So the way to power this, and it's a really bomb-proof way, is a so-called dummy battery, and you hook it into mains. And the only problem with that is it obviously takes up a main spot, right? So I thought I was being smart by getting a new camera that doesn't. Dummy batteries are available, but it doesn't necessarily require one because it's got USB-C power delivery. Boy oh boy, was I in for a world of pain, because what happens with USB-C is you of course don't know whether the port you connect to really supplies the USB PD M50. No, this is a Panasonic S5, and the face cam I'm using right now is an S5. This is a GH2 just for illustrative purposes. Obviously everyone knows about the problem with, Lewis Rossman made a video on that. The problem with USB-C power delivery is, I think it does 5 volt or 12 volt or nothing. You can have a USB-C cable going into a USB port that actually doesn't supply any power whatsoever. And when I was so I knew that the camera needed a battery in it in order to be powered off of USB-C, regardless of the fact whether it really uses the power that is being supplied by the battery to run itself. It just sort of detects a battery and then says, okay, I've got a battery inside of me, and now I'm just going to power myself off of something completely different. So in order to test running this camera for hours and hours for a live stream, I hooked it up to my laptop. And of course, laptops are designed for fucking USB-C and USB-A power delivery, because people constantly charge their phones and shit off of laptops. So when I plugged it into just a random USB-A port on my laptop, it didn't matter whether the laptop itself was plugged in or not. It would supply power continuously for hours and hours, and that's how I tested it. Now that I'm trying to stream on my desktop, for whatever fucking reason, a desktop which by its very nature has more power delivered to it than a fucking laptop, doesn't necessarily have USB-C power delivery. And I didn't realize that my battery was draining. And then I was setting up all my 3 cameras. I haven't run a 3-camera setup for a while. And then the camera conks out because, of course, it was getting 0 power from the USB-C. It's a long story. The camera is below a screen, so the little light that would light up to show me that it was getting mains power didn't light up, but I didn't see the light because it's been covered by the bottom bezel of the screen. And then it turns out it's really picky beyond that for power delivery anyway, because I tried a random USB-C to USB-A cable into USB-A power delivery on a extension board, and that didn't keep it happy. Then I tried that same cable with a wall mount into mains, and that conked out. So now I'm literally using the exact cable that where is this fucking charger thing? I'm really in a rage. Where did I put it? I don't know. It's somewhere here. Anyway, the battery has this little cradle thing that is USB-C itself, that uses a USB-C to USB-A cable to go into wall wart into mains. So I'm now using that exact combination of cable and adapter, and that seems to be powering the camera, and nothing else would work. I mean, it's beyond a joke, you know. Like, clearly, if it's plugged into mains, it just fucking stay happy. I'm not expecting the battery to be charged. I'm just expecting it to get enough power to run continuously. On the Tachyon, no, Stream PC. So Stream Rig, I think is the yeah. So I can, since there's been a few updates, I can quickly look at that. Anyway, that's the rant of the day. La di da di da. So yes, S5, Sigma 35, f1.4, and then this is not up to date actually. A couple of GH5s. So my other cameras, of course, which is the Por Cam and the front cam, which are not really set up very artistically today, but I just lost patience. They're both on dummy power, but for that I need a second power board. I'm basically running something like 15 devices off of 2 wall sockets, so that's why I'm trying to rationalize my setup here. Anyway, yes, USB-C, great. So what are we gonna do today? There was another issue. There was something else going on. Oh yeah, I randomly lost my microphone. I like the quality though. I'm gonna simmer down, and in 2 or 3 I haven't streamed in 3 weeks either. In 2 or 3 streams time, I shall be a little bit more set up, and I'll actually appreciate this camera because it has a lot to offer, but as it stands, it sucks ass. Okay. I've got LN2 in the house. Before I turn on the rig, just so everyone is on the same page, I'm sorry, it really took 2.5 hours to set up this goddamn. Oh, and the other pain I had. So I've got this camera, hello, close to me, and I've got this camera, aka what do you see in the background here, and of course I need HDMI cables. And what I've got is can I show it to you? I can kind of even show it to you. Maybe I should. Let's not tempt fate. I've got like a little female to female HDMI, but I only have one, so I can basically daisy chain HDMI cables to get more length once for one camera. So I would be able to get, like, if I had a second one of those, which is like a $5 thing, and I don't know why I don't have it, I could get like 4 meters of HDMI for camera 1 and 4 meters of HDMI for camera 2, but I only have one of them right now, so I needed it for the further away camera. So that's why this camera is, by my for my taste, is a little bit too close, but it's literally got the cable like as taut as you can make it without fucking up your camera or capture card. Anyway, and then the other thing was I'm running 2 tripods for the first time, and let me show this. Arca, ooh, let me show this. For those who may be familiar, let's go lowest first. No, I don't want to streamline fucking results. Like this $3 tripod plate, I was short, or at least the plate I've got doesn't fit my far away camera. So that camera is like barely attached to the tripod. So I made a point of ordering 3 of them for redundancy. Okay. Hey, Drenong, first time chat. Do I know math? 5 meter. Yeah, 5 meters is a lot. I think I will minimize my cable length, but what I would like to do is probably about 3 meters on the closer camera and 4 on the further. It's already on 4 now, and the signal is fine. I haven't had any dropouts. But 5, yeah, it's probably starting to push it. Yeah. So 3 and 4, not 5. I don't know if I'll ever go that far away. So that's all the ranting out of the way. I'll probably rant even more later on when I'm actually benching. So what I'm going to be benching for is Team Cup, which is, I think I have a thing. Yeah, there we go. There's the competition link. And it is Firestrike GT's. Okay, so it's a validation link, desktops only, or else I'd be benching this laptop right in front of me. Desktops only, validation link is required, so I have to do full runs, but obviously for the purposes of scaling and stuff, I'll just do GTs, GT1, GT2, nice and quick. Firestrike regular, gotta use the wallpaper obviously, and I'll be doing it on this, on the Tachyon, because it's got a nice HDMI out on there, and the Pentium G7400. So the way it breaks down is, I think this is a little bit different to previous generations, but they put the same iGPU into the 12900, 12900K, 12900KS, 12600, 12600K. I think that's right. So that's one iGPU, so that will be one score. And then there's a medium-sized iGPU, which is 12600. 12400 and 12100. Obviously the non-F variants. So that's the medium-sized iGPU. But my all I have is a 12900K in terms of those 2 iGPUs, and someone else in the team will probably run it. That's the big iGPU. The medium one I don't have at all, because my only chip would be 12100F, which is obviously the non-iGPU version of the chip that would contain that iGPU if it were to have an iGPU. So then the third biggest iGPU, or the smallest one, or the only other one I can think of really, I don't know, maybe there's some Celeron or something that's really, really bad, is the Pentium G7400, the locked one. So that's what I have in the rig right now. I've run off a couple of scores. So I haven't increased the, I don't know if iGPU multiplier is a thing, but even on this board and bias and chip combination, but even if it were not, it's not a big deal, because I can just BCLK up. So just on air, or just with the pot sitting on top, I've gone up to 150 BCLK. So that's a 50% overclock on the iGPU. Obviously memory is a big thing. Yeah, DDR chipset iGPU. Hey Yas. So that'll have to be looked at, and then obviously cold scaling. Let's turn on the rig, but please don't let me forget. to plug in the heater and stuff before I go cold. Hold on, I just need to get rid of one thing. And I don't have a postcode cam. I got too frustrated to set up a fourth camera because a lot of boards, yeah, I don't know, I should have probably raised the back camera a bit and had a crop in, but we'll manage. I'll tell you the codes as they crop up. And I'll actually turn on. So this is one thing about the locked chips. They require a different version of the memory controller. I mean, they'll run on the latest version of the memory controller microcode in BIOS, but you'll be severely limited in terms of BCLK. The code is 54. Nice one. So that's every time you do a cold boot, you need to, well, every time you clear CMOS, so the selection is here, MCU, memory controller U-code. I think that's what it stands for. And it'll auto to the latest one, but that won't let you BCLK very well. So I have a profile saved here. And that's on the oldest one, which is what you need for the locked chips. Latest BIOS X3i. So this is my profile that I boot into is 145. I may even try 150 straight off actually, because that's what I was running in OS anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around very long now. I spent all my energy setting up the stream. Hopefully it'll never be that bad again. Touch wood. Okay, so just going through a few codes. Oh, 0F. Okay, maybe I didn't like the 150. Interesting. Oh, not logged in. Interesting. Okay, let's limp in. Or just clear CMOS. I don't know. Oh. Seems to have cleared on its own. Okay, I'll go 145 and one question. 7F 0966. It's posting. Imagine if AMD would have recovery like Intel. One can dream. One can dream. Well, that's posting. I can probably. I'm not signed in. God damn it. Yeah, reset the BIOS. Okay, advanced mode. Load profile, and this time I'm gonna let it post. Sign in. I think I need to step up the memory multi or something, because this ran earlier, but it ran after I had posted a different setting. So that's fair enough. Okay. It's made its point. It really doesn't like that setting. So one more clear CMOS, one more memory controller, you could microcode reflash. Okay, so meanwhile, I've done a little edit on this. Fuck you, AdSense. God damn it. What I really want is the... Nah, anyway. So that's actually a nice setup. This plus this for face cam. This plus this for cam B. And that plus that for cam C. And then this is all backup gear now. The G7 and all that. Should maybe even put the audio stuff first in front of the backup gear. And capture cards. Yep. And this Stream Deck. You're seeing how the sausage is made, as I say. No, I don't want to boot into fucking Windows. Alright, reset. People who don't know what benching is often ask me if it's annoying to have to pour all the time, but it's not. What's actually annoying and what I would actually like to automate is pressing the delete button. Much more annoying than pouring. Pouring is a pleasure. Okay, I'll go here and I'll do lower strap. I mean, even 140, who gives a shit? That can all be raised in OS anyway. How are you find folks doing anyway? Been benching for TC? Besides Yoss, I mean, Yoss I know. Start a duo. Yeah, sure. I like it. I like this cam. I have to say, I'm getting there. I also got what was it that I bought? I bought a. Now I'm getting 03. No, I want to add something. Add Prux. Okay, limp. What was it that I added? Elgato arm. This solid arm. That's what it's called. So the hope is, so previously I had a desk tripod, which you may have noticed at some points. It's hard to get a level and stuff for the face cam, for this cam. And I had to sort of balance it on like my laptop dock and stuff. But now I already had this main thing here, this big multi-mount. I got a multi-mount thingy for my lights anyway, video lights. But now I can run. I have the face cam hanging off of one, like solid mounted, really, like it won't move unless the desk moves. Using this, and it's got better carrying capacity as well. I think the desk tripod I had was like a $10 desk tripod that technically didn't even have enough weight capacity for my camera and lens, especially not the new one. So yeah, the idea is I can leave my camera set up for longer, maybe not all the time, but more often than I currently do. Okay, so what's the complaint? I think it might be complaining about the tight RAM now, so I may have to I didn't get that many points out of RAM anyway, so I may have to remove my RAM timings. Is my multi-mount here? Ah, see, here's the cami safe. I think it's safe to just delete. I think I can click into the thing itself. Edit, delete. I'm glad I haven't started pouring it. So now I want to add products. Elgato multi-mount. It's booting Windows. Fuck Windows. I don't want to boot Windows. I pretty much never want to boot Windows except if I'm ready to bench, which might be like 15 posts into the stream or into the bench session. It is a long process. Okay. Now we're getting places, guys. Now we're getting places. Yay. Yet another bias reset. I'll be at plus 90 degrees on the chip by the time I actually have a profile loaded. This is good though. This is okay. So I want to go lower again. These ratios are fine. Okay, let me I'll try this one more time. We're busy looking at fun stuff here anyway. So before the backup gear, I want to show the mounts. Oh, I added it twice. That's a bit dumb. It's still giving me 0.3. So it's definitely the RAM. Okay. At least it's failing quickly. I mean, the MCU reflash is a bit annoying, but okay. One more little run through here. Face cam, backup cams. Oh no, the Steinberg needs to go higher. Needs to go next to the. There we go. I mean, even this stuff can probably go higher. Multi-mount. Okay, so there was save. Oh, it's booting Windows again. No, it's not. Okay. Random question. Anyone watching EPT Barcelona at the moment? Poker? That's been my entertainment at night. So it starts midday European Central Time, but it's like 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. Aussie time. So that's nice night entertainment. Okay, so now timings. As you can probably already guess, this is more finicky than a unlocked chip, that's for sure. It's showing me codes. I think that was it. So I can go up straps again. I did not find any control panel tweaks. I didn't try that yet. So benching duo, I realize it's okay. Let me tread carefully here. I think Stavros and Phil are really nice guys. And I realized that it's Harbot legal. And at the time that they introduced this rule, it was to encourage overclocking teams, and they just never got rid of the rule, and it's probably too late now, and that's totally fine. But I did find it a bit strange. Can I say the word strange and not have it misinterpreted? I found it a bit peculiar that they both competed on their individual accounts for Corsair Comp. So it's sort of like having it both ways, right? Like having your cake and eating it sort of thing. I mean, it's a big comp, and you know, of course, that's what you want. That's what you want. You want to be able to. I don't know. It's just I found it. Yeah, I mean, there was video proof provided and all that. I'm not saying that, but yeah, I certainly wouldn't create a duo team myself, but that's just a personal preference. Uploaded some score, cool. Team OC. No, I'm not using a bias profile with iGPU disabled, but that would be fun. Okay, so just to give you a little look. So unfortunately, the graphics voltage actually tops out at 1.3. So you only get 100 millivolts there. I will eventually. I was hoping that. See, this is just current protection. I'll go turbo. Turbo should be enough. So it's got a GTPLL. That might help us a little bit. But as it stands, we just have that 100 volts. And my face cam died. That's really bad. Hard motherboard. So it does actually discharge the battery apparently. All right. I mean, I could actually charge for half an hour and then maybe get like an hour's worth of stream out of it, but that is really disappointing. I need to find a way to properly power deliver on that camera. I don't know where my charger is. All right, let's try a higher mem multi. Seems to be posting. Spoke too soon. See, the thing is, the camera had like 5% charge and it lasted 37 minutes. So it is the tiniest little like trickle discharge. That sounds a bit dirty, but I think you know what I mean. So if I got it 100% charged, that would be like 10 hours of streaming, right? So I feel like there's a setting I just haven't found out about. Like, I just want to turn everything off on the camera except video output, pretty much. So it just shouldn't discharge. That doesn't make any sense. Like, like unless I'm getting something completely mixed up here, what? I mean, what? How on earth could mains not be enough to run a camera that typically runs off of battery? Someone explain that to me. Just doesn't make any sense. And it's advertised as a USB-C like powerable camera. Forks the dongle. It's the adapter that came with it, but I'll now investigate, and I'll we are in OS for the first time, and we're actually at a higher strap than the previous score, so now we can actually, believe it or not, do a run. Okay, pot is showing 41 degrees. I might just for a second. Just go pure bench rig. Okay, so we're at 150, about 6400 RAM. It'll be interesting to see if this scores better than the previous run, which was actually with the Titan RAM but on a lower strap. Don't forget the heater. Yeah, I haven't poured yet, but thanks for the early reminder. OS. Yes, we're in OS, and we're actually launching a bench. And just to show you, so on iGPU, it's always very important to test the actual performance, because sometimes this GPU clock or the sensor GPU clock that you see here is just fake on, especially, hey, Tyrant Dino. You know, that this is just a fake reading a lot of the time, but I checked the scaling from stock up to 150 BCLK, and I was seeing more performance. So this is, you can take that to be the actual iGPU clock and make sense. 150 BCLK, so 1.5 times stock, 300 stock. And here you see the actual, you know, system mem clock, which is obviously also the iGPU mem clock. Fun fact, I didn't install, I deleted all the other DLCs because this is a 60 gig drive, and apparently Win 10 is now so big that with all of 3D Mac installed, you run out of space. How far we've come, as in like in a negative way. Okay, we have a run. I mean, but I just explained that, Yoss. It does take BSLK into effect. The iGPU multi is on auto, and it's showing effective clocks of 450 out of BCLK of 150. So clearly that is working. So my last score was, let's see if I have it, 1990 GT, so an average of 9.05 GT1 and 8.29 GT2. Yeah, it's Tachyon Forks. I haven't I mean, I've run Apexes, but except for a brief period of owning an Apex 11, which was dumb, I haven't owned an Apex since Z370 days. So like a brief rundown would be 6000, 7000 series of Z270. I've got an Apex 9. It's actually in pretty bad shape. It keeps giving me OCP errors. Then Z370, I have an Apex 10. And then beyond that, was it a Z370 or Z390 LN2 board? I bought one from Dino. So I have the LN2 board, the last non-Tachyon LN2 board, basically. And then beyond that, 490, I had a master that died, provided to me by Gigabyte. And then 590, I have a Tachyon, and 690, I have a Tachyon, both times provided by Gigabyte. Yeah, hold on, the mem clock, I'm confused because there's a different stage that is mem clock restricted. This stage I don't think is. Let's just wait for the score to pop out and I'll double check. So 1975, so slightly lower than 1975 is 150 at what was that again? I can just put in a GPU-Z. $6,300. Yeah, I thought this exact stage had a mem clock limit as well, but either they removed it or it was a different stage. Is the Tachyon best for iGPU? I guess, I mean, maybe. Aqua has display outs, right? And I mean, Unify boards are usually quite good at this kind of thing, at least on the AMD side. I have absolutely no clue though. It's a good question to ask, I guess. Okay, let's see if we can tighten ever so slightly. Fuck it, let's try 28 RAS. I'm feeling lucky now. It beats the Apex because the Apex doesn't have display outs. It's giving me a 0D. Oh, no. It's gonna post. I'll do this one run and then I'll throw in some LN2. Our new ICs. I don't... you'll have to explain that to me. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm just running Hynix. Now that the face cam's gone, I really wish I had a postcode cam. Let's see what my charger's saying. Not at 50% yet. I feel like 50% will be enough to get through the rest of the stream. Well, I'm glad you're all 18 of you are joining me. It's nice. Thanks for coming. Okay, so that didn't work. So interesting. Obviously just keep RAS on auto for a second. Yeah, the display Aqua. RAS 28. Usually not a problem on these sticks. So I have to run well, I don't have a face cam right now, so I can't really show you anything, but I have to run retail. Because I have non-retail Aura 6800 sticks and I have non-retail Corsair sticks from the Corsair comp. But in terms of retail, I only have Kingston. But they're Hynix. It'll be good enough. It's just more of a... I mean, it's all... You know, even on AMD, you get limited by... the iGPU itself, right, in combination with clocking memory, not the sticks. Usually, there's always exceptions. I'm gonna get some LN2, even though you won't see, but you know, you'll have a run to look at because my pod temp is showing 50, and I'm seeing. Maybe I shouldn't even start this run. I could be no, I want to do a custom. Nah, let me just get on to. And yes, I'm connecting the heater. Thanks for the reminders. That's the heater connected. Now we just need a fan. I'll start a run. Heater's on. Since you don't have a face cam, I'll have to pour LN2 next to the microphone so you can get the ASMR version at least. Look at that, beautiful. And obviously test is on because we need a valid link. Do we break the 2000? Not really. Gotta go higher then, right? Okay, that's a crash. Need colder. So that tightening didn't help at all. Interesting. Come on. Let's try it straight from bias. What's the worst that could happen? 54. Salty predicted it. Okay, so it's throwing no codes whatsoever. So gotta go back into like limp mode. I'm at about -30 now. So I may actually... I remember there being a BCLK hole about 150, so maybe the way to go is 160 at a lower strap. As long as the iGPU cooperates. Writing MCU. That reminds me of the Marvel Cinematic Universe every time I see it. But anyway. Okay, so just to avoid it being... Let's try 160 at the lower strap. Not liking that. Still writing. How do you like them flares? Yeah. That's what they call cinematic. Well, they also call it dumb and a waste of money, but you know. Okay, so what if we stay at 150? There's no GP multi, but I could maybe install XTU and up. Tricky. I could go way down. Let's do that. Just because the memory scaling wasn't massive anyway. I'll idle in bias and grab some LN2, I think. Let it pull down a bit. '69, '98, AA, A2, A9, bias. There we go. So that worked. Okay. Against my better judgment, I'm gonna try 155 anyway. minus 80 or thereabouts. Is it actually going to post? It's thinking about it. That can be normal. It's still doing something. I'll have to check if I have multi. I know I don't have graphics multi-control in OS on GTL, but I may have core multi-control in OS. I'm going to try for more. I'm going to try for 160 because I have loosened. I mean, I have lowered my RAM quite a bit. 160. Okay, that's looking good. Yep. Okay, that's definitely worth a run. I'll do a flat 80 on the pot. How hot is the chipset? I mean, I'm not going to touch it, but it's just a chipset. What's even in there anymore? In these generations, nothing. You know how that's how all the pros do it, right? Just for ultimate safety, I'm gonna do a full run and validate. But I'm not gonna continue doing that. I'll just valid one run, just a safety run in case the chip dies or whatever. But I'm not gonna continue doing that. If you look at, you know, like any Stavros or Splave score or Ralph score, they all have the chipset heat sinks taken off. It's just another way of accumulating condensation. $20.45. $20.45. Why is what 2045? I don't. Oh, the system date. Okay, yeah, I don't know. That's just what the tachyon clears CMOS to. I don't care. Like who, you know, that doesn't mean anything for the valid. That looks like a load start to GT2. Oh, 11. 11's good. Yeah, 2015. Ooh. That sort of looked like artifacting, but it was actually just the scene, so that's okay. Enjoy PT and CT because this might be the last PT and CT you see today, guys. 25 FPS. Well, it is two cores, two threads, so shouldn't be too surprised by that. Okay. Just a quick CT just for formality's sake. But I mean, the newer a board you buy, the less of a problem chipset heat is, right? Like LGA 775, there's an issue. 1366 to some degree, I think, gets hot as well. Or the VRM does, sorry. On AMD, there's the Northbridge on AM3 and AM3 Plus, but it's ever since then, so many functions have been outsourced and so much. Okay, so we have finally over 2000 GTs, so that's nice. Yeah, let me get a competition valid screenshot here. I want to see the sub scores. There we go. That's what I wanted. 3 tabs of CPZ. A tab of G. We don't need a sensor tab, do we? I mean, it'll just show the same info, so I don't see the point. How can I fit this shit in? There we go. So that is 2063. 2063 and save the valid. 2063. And it'll just shove it straight onto a USB. 2063. Eject. And then of course I'm just gonna rerun straight away with like higher BCLK or whatever hijinks I can get up to. Getting a bit hot though, so let's stick to -90 or lower. Okay, so that was that was 160 already, so let's do 165 hopefully. Nice. Okay, we're getting places, people. We're getting places. Close that, and now obviously just from now on it's just going to be GTs until the final run. Hold this back up. I don't even want to know. Probably something that's now irrelevant, like W prime. You know, when okay, we're starting to see it's what I like to call Rutsu vision. Black and white fire strike often means you're on the edge of stability, but we can still go a bit colder, of course. Yeah, like W prime 1024M used to be very competitive because it was it got globals, but then it lost globals. Yeah. Okay, so black and white definitely on various different cards that I've encountered it on gains score, and I would say it's borderline. It's sort of like a cheat because you're making the card unstable and making it basically render less of a scene and therefore a higher score. So I wouldn't really feel that comfortable subbing this, but it's a good indicator that we're at the edge of stability. Okay, so I got a valid out of that, so that's nice. 2322. See, so the previous score was, yeah. $2,063. So, nah, go away, Facecam. So this was our previous score, and then we had a 160 minus 90, and it gave us a 2322 GTs. So you can tell that it's bugged. I can go lower and try and get a valid at the same clocks. But yeah, If you see me subbing 23-22 for Team Cup, PM me because it's not really the done thing. I'll go minus 110. Let's see if we can get a color version of what we just did. Well, I haven't done DDR5 iGPU before, so I'm just sort of winging it. Yeah, tuning RAM beforehand definitely can make sense on an unlocked chip, but unlocked, it's just, yeah. Okay. The other thing I can try is I can try and boot higher. So sometimes when you go up and up and up in BCLK in OS, it just adds instability on the iGPU core just because of that. So let me boot 5 higher and maybe go minus 120. Yeah, exactly. It's just a step by step thing. It seems to be posting. So I just went from 155 to 160. Frames, okay. How many hours do you have free for me to talk about frames? Faraway thrower, thanks. Yes, my alien bought it in Roswell, New Mexico. It is not just a cheapo. I mean, it's probably made in China. Don't get me wrong, but it's not just a random thing. It has some meaning attached to it in the sense that I bought it at the Alien Museum at Roswell. Just keeping a few notes. We should be good to go. We have all the time you need to run. Would be nice if I got over 500 GPU. That'd be nice. Anyone know off the cuff what the stock GPU clock is on the higher end iGPUs? Because I feel like 300 stock is really low. Like I remember running Intel iGPU for Country Club last year, and it was like 900 stock or something. Yeah, so diaphragms, I'm not a big believer in them, but I have to add that I quite possibly have more flat IHSs on my good chips than the average IHS flatness. Okay, no more roots of vision. Nice. Let's get an accurate score out. Mini DP out. Yeah, I ran it on a Gene 11, I think. So I have a, well, I can't show it to you because my face cam is still fucking recharging, but I have a Thermalright frame, I think, and a Carta frame. And I haven't tried the Thermalright frame yet. But the Carta frame, at least on my particular board, gave me cold bugs on chips that previously didn't have cold bugs. And my board likes to drop the inside channel. I don't know if my board has like a slightly warped PCB or something, but that's another reason why I'm not using the frames on cold, is because I reckon I would lose a channel. And it was pretty severe on my 12600KF, which actually needs no cold volts whatsoever for full pot on stock, and with the frame it would cold bug at like minus 130 or something. Okay, so 2066, so only 3 more points than 155, but still we can probably still then retighten afterwards. It's not a major drama. This is Yas, this is locked, so it's all I don't know if you're talking to me, but I couldn't find a iGPU ratio setting at all in BIOS, so I assume it's just locked to 1 ratio and that's it. Okay, 165. Let's pour a bit more. So yeah, I may eventually look, probably with Raptor Lake launch, I'll probably revisit the whole okay, roots of vision again. Okay, let's do it straight from BIOS. I may revisit the whole issue, but I also did 6.9 XTU2 on stock ILM on the 12600KF the other day, and the mount looked good. So I think it's a combination of my board not liking the frame and my chips not necessarily requiring the frame as much as the average chip may. But yeah, I'm a bit down on everything. .55 boost. So there's an iGPU boost. First I hear of that. But no boost on this chip, right? That seems to be posting. I think this lineup makes sense now. That's my board. No PD on there, and it sucks hard. Minus 135 should be plenty. So I think we've reached 500. Almost. Oh, boost 2200. Interesting. I should do a windowed run in a second to see the actual clocks. I'm having fun now. I'm not ranty anymore. My battery is still not showing 50% though after 45 minutes of charging apparently. Come on. Okay, no roots of vision. We should see spikes above 11. It's not, it doesn't appear to be scaling all that well. I might have to up the mem multi again. Ah, spikes above 12. Okay, it's not too bad. How? Okay, so that's because I like cameras. I'm just gonna ask about this. That's Sony APS-C, right? A6400. Does it have flippy tilty screen, or does it just have like a fixed screen up the back? I kind of like having that just for initial setup. Afterwards, I like monitor the feed just on the streaming rig, of course. And then the AC adapter, is that a dummy battery or is it USB-C power delivery or what? 16 mil Sigma on what Sony crop is 1.6. Is it a 1.6 crop? 16 mil, something like that. So that's a 26 mil. Yeah, dummy batteries are good. I mean, you know, they're the absolute best solution, let's say, but I just this house is old. This is like a 20-year-old house and it has really bad power delivery basically. 21119. Let's do the dodgy and just quickly attempt a 5 increase, or do we have to reboot? $170. Okay. We're officially over 500. 509 as per GPU-Z. Give it a little bit more juice. Okay, no black and white, please. Oh, okay. So it's just gonna do that every run now. That's fine. Um, $6,400. Okay, so it's got flip down, but it doesn't have flip up. It doesn't. It feels like. I might just give it a tiny bit on CPU core and on-core as well. Just XUST OC. Early on, it didn't. Okay, it's gonna fail boot now. Yeah, maybe I was being a bit adventurous there. Yeah, it's totally failing to boot. Okay. CMOS. It has in recent times, but early on in the session, it didn't do the black and white thing. But now I've sort of caught on in the last couple of attempts that it's going to do black and white every single time, which is not a problem. I can do 5 megahertz steps, in bias. It's going to take a while to go back to where we were. Ooh, 63. That looks like a bit of a cold bug type thing. Minus 135 though is doing limp mode. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Yes, 1.5 crop. So yeah, 25. I'm running a 35. But 25 is all right. It keeps giving me 63. Let's give it one more clear. Let it warm up a bit. Inability to cold boot is making me want to maybe run off one more score, one more safety. It seems to be posting now though. Yeah, okay. Yeah. The old MCU. See the screen is tilting only, whereas DP review, Panasonic S5. The S5 has body handling controls. See, it's fully, they call this fully articulated, so there you go. So it goes out to the side and it tilts and it turns all the way around. Anyway, probably pretty like overkill. Let's first check that we can actually apply our profile again. Three-inch, not videos, more like video. No. Specs. Yeah, okay, the rig's gone funny again. Giving me 0F. Here's the video modes. Okay, so 4K at 30p. That's all right. 24p as well. The old MCU flash. Good starter streaming camera for sure though. So it's got, okay, I got you. So it's not fully articulated, but it still has the flip up on the top. Okay. I want to see the ports. Okay, so dummy battery. Where's the full specs? Show me the full specs. Okay. Now let's try to go back, and we obviously need to walk the BCLK. Let's start at 155. That's the worst that can happen. Physical micro HDMI, that's fine. This is the list in chat of cameras and things. So it's obviously in flux. It's total overkill. Would never suggest somebody else set up the same rig. I just like photography and videography outside of streaming. But I've got the Sigma 35 f1.4 and this full frame S5 for the face cam, which is what was giving me the issues earlier actually. Come on, rig. And then I've got these two serial lenses with two GH5s, and then obviously mic, quad capture card, Stream Deck, multi-mount, and here's the boring stuff. Okay, any signs of life out of this rig? I might have to go all the way down to like 150 and then walk up. It's quite warm now. It's minus 105, so I wouldn't suspect it of being an issue. Okay, do the bloody MCU crap. There we go again. I always like looking at these subs. Oh, Spit is at it. Nobody in the Aussie scene likes Spit for some reason. I haven't had any interactions with him, I don't think. Keyboard not detected. Fun. Alright, now it works. Okay, I'll make it 150 and save it. I tried 155 previously. It's just not happy. Oh no, yeah, okay. So it sort of has to post multiple times even when it's not a post failure. So it's hard to distinguish the two from each other, but I think we have a normal post now. Let's see if I can walk it up 10 BCLK at a time after I've trained. Care to elaborate, Salty? Wow, my battery is actually showing 50%. Okay, so let's try to walk up 10 at a time. So the last pass we had was 165. So let's try. So 160 is okay. It seems to be posting. I'm aware of, so there's a local Australian overclocking forum called OCAU, where he's been banned a few times and stuff. But I'm not aware of any Harrowbot drama, so feel free to fill me in. Come on, just post. It's looking good. 28, 0D. Run through the 0D, don't hang. Okay, didn't hang. 79, 35, 3F, 6E. Usually there's no hang. 55 is actually a good sign on this platform. I mean, sometimes it hangs on 55, but if 55 is in the sequence of postcodes that are emitted briefly, then it's actually a good sign. Just form stuff. Okay. Not worth typing for then. My thermoses are looking okay. So the board has done 190 BCLK just for a valid. I'm guessing the iGPU will conk out before then, but we'll see. Just quickly check clocks. 170. Minus 116 should be good to go, I think. Hopefully I'm not rushing things with the pull down. Minus 120. I should do a full run actually. Private ran from league. I like it. Okay, no roots of vision, so X out of it and full run. Okay, I'll do a little pour and then you can watch the run while I'm getting Moreland 2. How's it looking? The multi-GPU drama was just so dumb. Are they actually going to adjust the rankings? Because it's happened before. So, you know, Roman Derbauer is one of these very dictatorial type people where he doesn't show up. He never like comments or whatever, which is fair enough, but not ideal for someone who owns a company. To never show up, and then the few times he shows up, he always decides against popular opinion in the community, like with all the like valids and the rankings, the global rankings of the e-cores, and yeah. And same thing here with multi GPU, just coming in to say, fuck all of you guys. I see 35 comments ahead, all in the support of multi GPU globals, but I'm the boss and I'm gonna just ignore that. So this will be a reasonable full run. It's so hard to know because there's no scores up, but yeah, we'll see. Time for combined. Yeah, it's true. That's the thing. I mean, there was legitimately the threat of Harbor just totally collapsing before Roman bought it. So, yes, the really, 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 really macro view is he's good for the bot. But if you zoom in just a tiny bit and apply ever so slightly higher standards, then did he save the bot from just totally collapsing? Then there's some criticisms to be leveled at him. Let's put it that way. 2194. Previous best run was a 2119 GT, but that was not saved. So nice. 2194. 3 CPU-Zs, 1 GPU-Z. What was it? 21. 2294. I'm curious. I'm gonna do a windowed run really quick. Let's do it. I need to alt tab to GPU Z to get it right. So during 20. Oh, okay. 2294. 2295. Okay. I'll note that down because that will be important to put it into the sub. Zero D again. Oh, no. So I'll do at least 2 hours and at least another 20 minutes. Probably more than that. It just depends how the runs are going. Dell only had a Hyrobot. That'd be fun. Yeah, 175. Here we come. Even League isn't that into Legacy. But yeah, it really shows, doesn't it? He just, I don't know. Let's just not get too political here, but yeah. Do I want a full run? No, I'll do full runs in increments of 10 BCLK, I think, for now. It's never gonna grow though. Like it's, I mean, I would like to hear everyone's opinions. Don't get me wrong, but does anyone seriously think Harrobot is gonna grow in some meaningful way? It's always gonna be a niche thing. That's just how it is. That's just what it is. That's just how it works. 500 globals. He wouldn't even know how to use the website. Need League for that. Okay, I think maybe next full run I will actually reset up the face cam. 50% charge should last half an hour at least. Will Harrobot grow? It's just, there's this constant fight to redefine Harrobot or make it more mainstream. It's like even desktop PC gaming, I don't think is necessarily growing, right? I mean, mobile is the future. Mobile and console are the future. I'm sorry to say it, but from where I'm sitting, mobile and console are the future. Mobile more so than console. So even if I think this is a totally flawed view of things, but even if you consider benching to be some sort of distant offshoot of PC gaming, even then you would have to grow it in order to stay the same size because PC gaming is shrinking. Don't you guys have phones? I know, but people. Oh, so 2233. Yeah, still nice scaling. Okay, let's. Next one will be a full run with the sensor tab, and I'll restart my my face cam as well. I mean, I sometimes hang out or interact with people who are like 17, 18, and they're not PC gamers. Let's just put it that way. So PC gaming probably had its heyday in the late 90s to the mid, like to like the 2010s or something. I don't know. Let's do it. 180. Do it. Zero D, no hang on 0D, so that's nice. Yeah, but what age are you salty? But you know, you gotta always think of the next generation. You know. But how many 20-year-old or 18-year-old PC gamers do you know? Oh no, boot failure. Shit. Okay, so I guess now I've got to go all the way down to like 145 or something. 145. Maybe lower mem strap. So let's quickly work it out. 180. Sorry, 1.8 times 360. So I was trying to go 6500 RAM. Okay, so yeah, I think mem strap lower is the way to go. I wish it weren't so. I'm not trying to be like I'm not happy about it, let's say. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not gleeful about the developments that are going on, but I think they're sort of undeniable. Sony. Yeah, I mean, with the mining crash now, maybe it's not so expensive anymore. But yeah, still way more expensive than a good phone. Like my younger brother is 17 and he does everything on his phone. He even watches movies on his phone. He games on his phone. It's just an extension. It just becomes, I think when you grow up with it, it just becomes like an extension of your arm. And yeah, he plays like racing games and stuff. Okay, 180, lower your mem strap. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay, looks like a boot. Okay. Gonna keep the sensor tab in the background. 540 non-boosted. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hopefully the stream isn't breaking up. It's looking a bit choppy for whatever reason. Okay, full run. Full run. And a little pour. Is it gonna run? Nice. Okay, no route to vision. Okay, camera's hooked up. Need to like level it a little bit and stuff. I don't think you're that interested in the run, are you? Okay, so like I say, you see the sausage being made here. That's a little bit far. All right. I don't know why this feels very high. I'm back. Face cam. Where else do I need it? Here. Okay. We're just watching CTs now. Battery level is showing like 3 bars out of 4 or something, so we should be safe. Let's give it one more little pour. And face cam for the pour cam. Modern technology, you gotta love it. Okay, let's watch the score come out. Last full run was 2194 GTs. 2283, so 50 points from 5 BCLK. That's nice. And do we have a valid sensor tab? Yes, 2430. Excellent stuff, guys. Something's happening. Something is definitely happening. I don't know if this is good overclocking or bad overclocking, because let's face it, there's no other scores. But the numbers are going up and nothing's crashing, nothing's blue screening. Couldn't be happier. Yeah, it's like Inception, right? Face cam with poor cam and part of a slideshow in the background. I aim to please, guys. I aim to please. Okay, so that was a 2283. 2283. Is it 83 or 84? 84. Don't want to miss sub. And then save a valid. 2284. And I think we just do a straight reboot. Oops. Just poured a bit on the PCB. Antarctica. Okay, where's our bias? Give us a little bias, please. Let's save this just for reference. I'm just gonna watch the codes a bit. Oh, why is this off? Boom. Front cam with face cam. Okay, seems to be booting. I'll just leave it on this. I'm just gonna take a quick break, but I should be back by the time we're not in OS, realistically. As I step over multiple tripods. Nice. Stuff is happening. Stuff is definitely happening. 185. Let's give it a little pour. Not extreme. That would not go well. Custom GDG. All right, let's catch up on chat a little bit. No longer top 5 only thing. Yes, the various point system tweaks have helped, I think. I don't think it really moves the needle in the end. Yeah, I did say in the Tech Tested podcast that 3D is nice with the visual feedback. I haven't really been looking at frames today. I'm just looking at black and white or color, and I'm looking at yeah, maybe like artifacting, but I haven't really been looking at end frames and stuff because it's just such a short bench, and I've been keeping up with chat and stuff. Only bencher, I know AU. Well, I don't want to be mean, but it's like I sometimes feels like I am the only bencher in AU. No, people come out of the woodwork for Country Cup, but otherwise, yeah, slim pickings. So Team AU does launch scores only, pretty much. Dino does launch scores only. Carda has an issue with LN2 accessibility. So he only gets 1 or 2 fill ups a year. Same with Agtas, very expensive LN2 where he lives. Same with Bullant. 0+0 is like semi-retired. Same with Fat Boy Not So Slim. Same with Sniper Oz. Bob NZ has been overseas, but he could get back into benching. Bilko is like pretty much CC only at this point. Okay, 2373. 2373. What was a good one? Was 2284. Okay, 2284, 2284, 185 was 2373. I'm just keeping track. Who else is there? We've got a new bencher, Zarok. He benches quite a lot. He benches probably more than I do. So the two of us. There's Spit. I don't know what he likes. AUCC meat. No, that would be considered industrial espionage. But I am semi-seriously considering making it over to the US for a bench meet of some description. This sometimes sort of half crashes on profile save. It's weird. I think we're again going to reach memory limits here, even on the lower strap. But 190, which should still be okay. 200 will definitely need a lower mem strap. Extreme would be a PowerPoint indeed. Adia, well, I'm sorry that I'm mispronouncing your name, but Adia Deadly Fork. Adia, I'm just going to call you Adia. This is called Extreme Overclocking. The rig that I'm overclocking is this one. So it's a Z690 Tachyon with a Pentium G7400 in it. I'm doing integrated graphics overclocking as we have a boot failure. And a deadly fork. This is my Hyrobot profile. You see past scores there. If you want to keep up with me, there's Instagram, there's Discord. Yeah, and just ask away. I don't really know what in particular you want to know. I mean, here's the LN2. I pour that into the pot. I'm not pouring right now because I just had a boot failure, but we make the chip go cold, and that in turn makes it go faster. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. Yeah, and this is the bias. And we put numbers in there to make it go faster. What else do you want to know? This is LN2. This is a big flask. This is a small flask. It's easier to pour into the pot from the small flask, so I put the LN2 from the big flask into the small flask. There's plenty of people in the chat who can also tell you more about extreme overclocking. And the benchmark for today is Firestrike. You probably know that, 3D Mark Firestrike. Yeah, we do find it interesting, but some people find it really, really boring. So seems to be a new thing that Twitch has like @ replies. Haven't seen that before. Okay, let's go 145 and 2 straps lower again. DDR5 3200, 4800 is stock, but because of the high VCLK. All top 5 said that about not participating in Country Cup. Yeah, fake internet points. There's a ranking and stuff. It's like a sport. It's like an e-sport. Just a very niche one. Okay, so let's be adventurous and try to go 160 straight away. And then 170, 180, 185 probably is what I'll do. We may have hit the end of the road though. That's certainly a possibility. So for the new guy, here's what a pour looks like. Let's just save the new strap so we don't make that mistake. 170. Back to the pour cam. And I have hay fever, so I'm sorry. I'm sniffing and doing all sorts of gross stuff. It's all end of August, right? Which is like in European terms is because this is Southern Hemisphere. I'm in Australia, so end of August is like February maybe in Northern Hemisphere terms, and I already have hay fever. How bad is that? 10% benching. You're being very kind there. It's more like 1% benching. Some streams it feels like 0% benching. I have the Rona. No, I don't. I'm immune. In 11 years and my current employer, I think I've taken 2 sick days. I don't typically get colds or Rona or anything. Oh, so we're over 5G on the core as well. Come on, no hang on 0D. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, post Tachyon, post 3F. Next will be a small 55, 7F, 66. Yes, something's happening. 69.98, AA, A2, D9 is a good sign. Here's D9, A0, spinny balls. Signal drops, that's normal. And now, actual OS, yes. I can predict the future. 185 is getting up there, guys. Should I do a full run? I only just did a full run. I'll do a 190 full run. Some memory under 6K. What's the HD 3300 as in the motherboard iGPU? I have to have a dig through my boards downstairs. I might have something in that general category. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. We're doing non-full run, aren't we? While that's loading up, what do I have to show? I don't really have new hardware as such, do I? Interesting. Not often that happens to me. Let's give it another little pour. Beautiful. Beautiful. No roots of vision. So, since I have a face cam now, this 35 liter Dewar, by the way, new guy, I'm sorry for calling you a new guy. Hopefully you're okay with that. That's the big container that goes into the slightly smaller container, which then gets poured into an even smaller container and then gets poured into the system. That dewar is probably about 75% full, and that's my last dewar of 4. So I don't think I'll be doing a LN2 stream this fill up. I might stream next week, but something ambient. But the rest of that, I'll do some personal benching that's not Team Cup related. But I will get at least one more fill up before the end of Team Cup to knock out those other 4 or 5 scores I want to do on LN2. May as well show those. Where are my TCs? 222. Competitions. Team Cup 2022. Okay, the run's finished. Okay, so that's a 2-3-41. 2-3-41. Oh, did I already run a 1-9? Something's a bit fishy here. What's my full run? I'd already run 185, did I? Okay, let's try 190 on the lower strap then. That's a bit shit. Underappreciated part of benching actually is I gave Tag a hard time for not having one of these. I have like 3 of these. This, and then a good thermos, like spend like $50 on the thermos that won't break. Oh no, not into OS. God damn it. I want a snack. Do you have jats in other countries? It's a good snack. It's 2 p.m. and I haven't had lunch, so all right, 190. And I want to drink, but I'm out of water, so I don't need to be careful that I don't take a swig from a thermos. Looking like it's gonna post. 99, 82, D9. Okay, definitely doing a full run now. Oh, okay. Certainly a little bit of artifacting going on there. I'll try and go like minus 150 or something. See if I can get scaling out of it. I was a bit hot there, so I go. That was minus 125. I'll let it go down to minus 140, let's say, at least. Oof, GPU Z crash. That's not a good start. Oh, just OS hang, okay. Oh, full on hard lock. Okay. I thought it was stabilizing, but it actually was a... Oh. Damn. Okay, what am I gonna run? This is what I planned. Actual hard benching, these 7 stages. Filler scores, these 11. And Ion Impossible, everything else. Screen grab that if you want. Okay, let's see if we can get this board back working. Oh, it's actually cold bugging, I think. Minus 150. Okay. Where's my torch? Take the fan off just in case. Yeah, too cold. It's called a cold bug. Yeah, it cold bugged. I wasn't I wasn't paying super duper attention, but it seemed to cold bug at minus 145. But the IGP instability was around minus 120 or 125. So if I can boot in instead of minus 125, minus 135 or 40, might hit that sweet spot. So did you catch that, Yas? I don't know if that answers your question. I don't really know what your question is, to be honest. No offense. Something about motherboard iGPU. I give it a bit more V-core on the CPU as well. See if I can do 1.5 on VDDQ. You want to see me suffer? No thanks. I suffer enough in everyday life, don't you know? Okay, so that took the higher VD voltage, so that's positive. So now I go 160, 170, 180, 190. Air dryers, yeah. GPU is no joke. I'm gonna be cheeky and try to go from 160 to 180 and then do 180 to 190. What do you think, guys? I may regret it. Here we go, 160 to 180. So why cold chipset? Is that where the iGPU is? I have a chipset LN2 cooler, LN2 pot. Okay, so that worked. Straight 190. And we'll keep it nice and cool. And keep it on display in so we know exactly when the system is getting there. Minus. The other alternative is maybe do a full run at 188 or something. Just back up off a little bit. Seems like it might get there though. So I'm at minus 141 now, so I need to hold off the pouring. And it's close to posting, okay. Nah. And that'll move up the cold bug a bit as well, going from 1.35 core volts V-core to 1.55, right? It should do at least. Okay, it's still doing something. Oh, I hate Windows auto recovery. I might have to clear CMOS now just so I can go into Windows and auto recover the OS and all that shit. Yeah, let's just do a straight reboot. Oh, it's hung. It's hung again. Okay. Okay, I'll do 188. 188. Cold bugged again. So I'll go 188 BCLK add minus 135 into OS and run and make sure I have the sensor tab, and that might be all she wrote. I don't know. Does it really make sense to try and tighten up from here a bit? Just doing its little MCU flash dance again. Good glaze on the pot at least, as you can probably hear. Oh, and it's trying to boot Windows. Oh, I should probably boot Windows now, actually. And then make sure there's no auto recovery. I5, whatever I can find. I mean, 10600, 11600. I don't know if I really want to invest in a 9600K. So yeah, one of those two. And I didn't see bias clear, so it might have actually booted 188 now. So I'm just going to double check that. I doubt it, but 100. Okay. So now reboot. No, I didn't. It MCU flashed, of course. I'll do 145, 160, 188. I'll be adventurous. Yeah, 7640X was sold years ago at this point. Yeah, 6600K. Not great. Not great at all. I want my lunch, damn it. Yeah, I did 7.1, but I mean that nowadays KB Lake IPC 7.1 is like Alder Lake, 6.7 probably. Nah, I don't even know what I'm eating. I need to like prepare some food. Not doing that on stream. I'm not one of these Korean female food streamers. Not that I watch that. Just to clarify, I just know that they're really popular and they make shit tons of money. Because it's like some sort of weird fetish that people have is watching small Korean girls eat an entire table full of food. Yeah, but no points on that either, so let's give it a pour. Give it a nice little pour. I seem to know a lot about the subject. I mean, I'm a streamer. I know about all other streamers to some degree, at least. I might have gone a little bit cold, but we'll let it play out. D9 minus 141. Can't go any colder than that, really. Okay, no artifacting in OS, please. Well, first of all, boot. And then just straight away open the sensor tab, go max on the sensors, just double check BCLK and just run. Okay, sensor max down, actually just minimize memory 3000, 188. That'll do. This might be the last run of the day, guys. Just to let you know. If it passes, just give it a little bit of something, just a little bit of a drink, just to make sure. Amaranth. See, now you're showing your knowledge of this shit. Who is Amaranth? Tell me more. I'm unfamiliar with this streamer you talk of. I could just over 5G. I don't think raising core will do much. I mean, I could try and tighten the RAM for shits and giggles. Okay, I want to see 12 FPS later on in the run. 12.3. Okay, at 185 he had a 2373 GTs. Yeah, Yasu is that. Exactly. The my little thermos is empty as well, so that's good timing if this is our last run. I mean, I can probably squeeze one more out. GD2. Yeah. Okay, so it's one of these hot tub streamers. I think I've seen her on my like home screen as well, but I don't really look at recommended streams anymore. It's just dumb. I just watch my subs and that's it. Or I watch my follows, and then obviously some current event stuff like Pokestars, which I think I follow, but you know, it's a massive stream. I just watch it because it's big. It's like what I want to watch. And chess. Yeah, that's really the last pour of this run. We've got PT and CT left. $7660X. I'm unfamiliar. What's a 7660X? How about this card? Yes, and so you should. And so you should. Well, that's just a 76. What confused me is the extra 60. I know the 7600X, but you wrote 7660X, so I thought that was a different thing. Okay, 2400 plus, please. 2375, barely better, but at least I have this run saved, so I should just validate it as well. I'll do that on stream. So 2538 Sensitab. Yeah, I'll validate it on stream. That might be it. Come on, CPU Zs and GPU Zs and all you fine folk. Did I open too many? Wow. Hang on, GPU Z open. I tried the old power supply flick. It should not need to like reset. How do I want to play it? Do I now want to do the exact same thing again, or should I open my CPU Zs and GPU Zs before? Yeah, I didn't apply. Oh fuck. Okay, let's do the little dance. Shit. Yeah, but 50 point. Did I tune tertiary? Does it look like I'm tuning tertiary? I'm barely even hitting the max BCLK. Did I tune tertiary? Did you? Are you gonna tune tertiary on DDR2 motherboard iGPU? I know. I mean, if I had a week to put out this score, it would look different, but I don't. I have 5 other fucking cold subs to do for TC. Let's go straight to 188. Let's be real adventurous. Seems to be posting. Let's give it a bit of juice. Fuck it, I'm gonna open all my tabs. This GPU is just gonna keep bugging itself. Fuck me. Let's try 185. Yeah, all the boards are 2 dimmers, right? From what, well, Tachyon is confirmed, but it's not going to be there at launch. Okay, I just couldn't give a fuck anymore. Sorry, guys. Care factor is very low. I'm gonna valid right on stream, and that'll be it. Yeah, that's where my stream rig is, right under there. Feature mark offline results upload. All 2 dimmers? No, quite the opposite. There won't be an Apex as far as I've heard. I guess the Tachyon will be a 2 dimmer, but it won't be there at launch, from what I've heard. Okay, so what's our best? 2284. 2284. Yeah, that's right. Unity OC TC 2022. Yes, I accept the cookies. Yeah. Okay. Let me grab that out of my password manager. One moment, please. Okay, so that's an old score. So now let's upload results. So that's a valid. Let's just have a quick look at the screeny just to be pedantic. Oh no, it's opening it in GIMP. Yeah, damn it. CPU, memory, motherboard, and a sensor tab, and just a regular GPU Z tab. Okay. All right. Yeah. B650 IDX Valids. I don't know if it's going to be competitive in Valids compared to Intel, especially with Raptor Lake coming out. That's the end of the stream. There were lots of you. Thank you for your moral support and for watching. And there'll be a stream again, just probably not with as many face cam issues, and also not into the next stream. I don't think. Maybe the stream after that, I'll have my next fill up. But I'm gonna go have some lunch now. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. And talk to you next time.